Hi students, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last class, we have discussed sum or difference of two convergent sequences is again a convergent sequence and proved the theorem product of two convergent sequences is again a convergent sequence. Similarly, now we are going to prove quotient of two convergent sequences is also convergent if the denominator of the sequence does not converge to 0. That is, limit u1 as n tends to infinity equals L and limit vn as n tends to infinity equals m is non-zero. Then prove that limit of u1 by vn equals L by m. So first take sequence Zn equals 1 by Vn. Instead of 1 by Vn, I have taken the sequence Zn. Let us prove that limit of this sequence Zn as n tends to infinity equals 1 by m. Limit of sequence Vn as n tends to infinity equals m, which is non-zero. Okay, it is given. Limit of Vn as n tends to infinity equals m, which is non-zero. By using the definition of limit of a function, given epsilon greater than 0, however small, there exists a positive integer n such that modulus of Vn minus m less than epsilon for all n greater than or equals n. Now consider modulus of Zn minus 1 by m equals z nothing but 1 by Vn minus 1 by m. LCM Vn into m cross multiplication m minus Pn. That is equals modulus of m minus Vn divided by modulus of Vn modulus of m. This is less than epsilon 1 divided by mod Vn into mod m because I choose it epsilon 1 is less than epsilon mod Vn mod m. So modulus of Zn minus 1 by m less than 1 by mod Vn mod m into epsilon mod Vn mod m for all n greater than or equals n. Therefore, modulus of Zn minus 1 by m, these two terms get cancelled, less than epsilon. Therefore, this becomes limit of Zn as n tends to infinity equals 1 by m. Now consider limit of u1 by Vn as n tends to infinity equals limit of u1 into 1 by Vn as n tends to infinity. This can be written as limit u1 as n tends to infinity into limit of 1 by Vn as n tends to infinity. This value is L and the value of this one is 1 by m. Therefore, limit of u1 by Vn as n tends to infinity equals L by m. Now, monotonic sequence. Definition: a sequence u1 is said to be a monotonically increasing sequence if u1 plus 1 greater than or equals u1 for all n belongs to n. Here u1 is a sequence. It is said to be monotonically increasing if u1 plus 1 greater than or equals u1. This is for all n. Here u1 plus 1 nothing but second term is greater than or equals first term, third term is greater than or equals second term, fourth term is greater than or equals third term, and so on. For example, sequence n is set of 1, 2, 3 and so on, n plus 1. Here second term is greater than first term, third term is greater than second term, fourth term is greater than third term. Here n plus 1. In general, n plus 1th term is greater than n. So this is monotonically increasing sequence. Similarly, a sequence u1 is said to be a monotonically decreasing sequence if u1 plus 1 less than or equals u1 for all n belongs to n. For example, sequence 1 by n. 1 by n is 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and so on. Here, second term is 1 by 2, 0.5. This is less than first term. Third term is less than second term. So, 1 by n plus 1th term is less than 1 by nth term. Therefore, this is monotonically decreasing sequence. Here, the terms goes on decreasing. Okay, a sequence u1 is said to be strictly increasing if u1 plus 1 greater than u1 for all n belongs to n. Monotonically increasing nothing but un plus 1 greater than or equals un. Strictly nothing but un plus 1 greater than un. Similarly, a sequence u1 is said to be strictly decreasing if u1 plus 1 less than u1 for all n belongs to n. A sequence u1 is said to be a monotonic if it is either monotonically increasing or monotonically decreasing or strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Here, this is monotonically increasing sequence. In monotonically, the very monotonically increasing sequence which is bounded below by the first term. Remaining term it goes on increasing. This is the least term. So this is bounded below by first term. This is note. A monotonically increasing sequence is always bounded below by its first term. Similarly, this is a monotonically decreasing sequence. Upcoming terms are goes on decreasing. If a sequence is monotonically decreasing sequence and this is the highest number in this one, so it is bounded above by the first term. Properties of monotonic sequences. This is one of the important theorem. A monotonic increasing sequence bounded above is convergent. This theorem states that a monotonically increasing sequence which is bounded above, it is convergent. Let sequence u1 be a monotonic increasing sequence which is bounded above. It is given u1 is a monotonic increasing sequence. u1 is monotonic increasing sequence and which is bounded above. Bounded above nothing but let m be the least upper bound of the sequence u1. This sequence is bounded above nothing but u1 less than or equals m for all n belongs to n. This is by the definition of bounded above sequence. For every epsilon greater than 0, there exists m belongs to n such that um greater than m minus epsilon. And sequence u1 is monotonically increasing. We have u1 greater than or equals um for all n greater than or equals m. u1 greater than or equals um greater than m minus epsilon. Okay, m minus epsilon reverse. M minus epsilon is less than um which is less than or equals un is less than or equals m. Obviously m is less than m plus epsilon, however small epsilon may be. This can be written as m minus epsilon less than un less than m plus epsilon for all n greater than or equals m. By this statement we can write modulus of un minus m less than epsilon for all n greater than or equals m. This implies limit of u1 as n tends to infinity equals m. Therefore, the sequence u1 is convergent. Theorem number 2. A monotonic decreasing sequence bounded below is convergent. The theorem, both the proof of the theorem is almost the same. Okay, here also take let un be a monotonically decreasing sequence which is bounded below. Bounded below nothing but let k be the greatest lower bound of the sequence u1. Then by the definition u1 greater than or equals k for all n belongs to n. This is k is the lower bound. Okay, that is for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists m belongs to n such that um less than k plus epsilon. Since sequence un is monotonically decreasing, we have un less than or equals um whenever n is greater than or equals m. un less than or equals um. Okay, um less than k plus epsilon for all n greater than or equals m. un is greater than or equals, this un is greater than or equals k. K is always greater than k minus epsilon, however small epsilon may be. And un less than or equals um less than k plus epsilon. By this statement we can write k minus epsilon less than un less than k plus epsilon. Therefore, modulus of un minus k less than epsilon for all n greater than or equals m. This implies limit u1 as n tends to infinity equals k. This implies sequence u1 is convergent. Next theorem, a monotonic increasing sequence which is not bounded above divergence to plus infinity. Take let un be the monotonically increasing sequence which is not bounded above. Not bounded above nothing but for all m greater than 0, however large, u1 should be greater than m. Here m is very large number, but un is greater than m because this is not bounded above. Sequence u1 is monotonically increasing sequence. It implies that u1 is greater than or equals um whenever n greater than or equals m. u1 is greater than m for all n greater than or equals m. Therefore, limit of u1 as n tends to infinity equals infinity. Hence, sequence u1 divergence to plus infinity. Next theorem, a monotonic decreasing sequence which is not bounded below divergence to minus infinity. If a monotonically decreasing sequence, if it is not bounded below, then it diverges to minus infinity. That is, let sequence un be the monotonically decreasing sequence which is not bounded below. Okay. For all k less than or equals 0, however small, um should be greater than or equals k because this is not bounded below by k. Since un is monotonically decreasing, u1 less than or equals um whenever n greater than or equals m. Here u1 less than k for all n greater than or equals m. u1 less than or equals um whenever n greater than or equals m. u1 less than k for all n greater than or equals m. Therefore, limit u1 as n tends to infinity equals minus infinity. Therefore, sequence u1 divergence to minus infinity. Note, it is clear that monotonic sequence is either convergent or divergent. It is never be oscillatory.